Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 4 here in Topalo, looking for some fire-type Pokemon this week. As a follow-up to yesterday's episode, I wanted to say I did read every comment. There were a lot of very insightful points and perspectives on the debate yesterday. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, be sure to go check out yesterday's video so that you can be caught up on the discussion that we were having yesterday. I agree with pretty much everybody. I think pretty much everyone was saying that it really just depends on your particular play style. And in this situation, my play style makes it to where I have one clear winner over the other, and your play style may give you a different winner and a different way that you should be looking at how to build your team. But that said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. We're going to start off with 13,892 sneaky snacking, with 5 fancy apples for going to bed on time. I don't really need those, but you know, I'll take some apples. Why not? We don't have a good apple gatherer, so might as well get some free ones. We're also gonna be hitting Master 1 thanks to that sneaky snacking, which is good. Master 3 would be nice to get that incense, but it's a Graveler incense, and I'm not sure that I'm really worried about it, to be honest with you. I'm actually thinking about doing something really wild and crazy and getting way ahead of the game in terms of Entei prep, but we are going to get 100 sleep points, which puts us at 3,955 total sleep points. And for our daily lottery, we're going to get another Poke Biscuit. Very, very nice. That is good. I want to have as many biscuits as possible, especially for the events coming up. And then also for the far future, we're probably going to have an anniversary event sometime in July, I think is the anniversary. So probably good to have a bunch of biscuits stocked up for then if you really want to get ahead of the game. But for session 285, we have 9 hours, 27 minutes of sleep with 10%, 9% dozing, 53% snoozing, and 38% slumbering. So that should give us the snoozing type, which will skew the... No, we got balanced type. Never mind. We got balanced, pseudo-balanced. Caught me off guard a little bit. And we're gonna get hopefully 30. Yeah, we just broke 30. Oh, well, no, we went beyond 35.4 million, almost 35.5. Still not enough for a full 8 spawns, but 7 spawns is pretty good. A lot of them are 1-star, so maybe that means we'll get what we're looking for. Ooh, a top belly Larvitar. I thought that was going to be a new sleep style, but no, we already had it. I do see a Vulpix down there in the corner. 2 Vulpix today. Ooh, okay, and a Growlithe. Growlithe we don't need. That's the one fire type I am not worried about catching, but that does mean that we can focus on the Vulpix, which is very good. We also got a new sleep style again. Maybe a 3-star Vulpix. Oh, no, it's, oh, why am I drawing a blank on your name? Sableye, there we go. Spread out sleep Sableye. Is this the first one I've seen? No, okay, no. We only need the 3-star Sableye to be done. And then hopefully at least one of the Vulpix is hungry. Larvitar is hungry. I mean, that's okay. I really wanted a Vulpix to be hungry. That kind of sucks. Well, you know what? It's going to take 1 biscuit to take it home. That one that we got today. So let's go ahead and give it the biscuit. Good. It didn't give me a critical hit. I thought for sure with my luck that was going to be the way it would go, but that also means that we can now feed the other one, the bonus biscuit. Maybe this will be a big hit. No, it's not. But I am determined to get a good Vulpix. I think it's going to be very beneficial moving forward for the Entei event. So we'll spend a couple biscuits and we'll see how it goes. Come on. Okay, good. It's not full, so we do get to take both home today. Good. We have 2 chances of getting a decent Vulpix. Good. Didn't go critical on that one either. Very good. Our luck is doing all right so far, and hopefully it holds up. That's all we're going to get. We're only going to worry about those 2. Not worried about any of the other Pokemon that spawned today. I don't believe I've caught a Sableye, but I'm not worried about it because I think it's, if I remember correctly, its main skill is Dream Shard Magnet. So I'm not really super worried about it if I remember correctly. Either way, even if I'm not correct on the main skill, I do remember that it's not super useful anyway, so it's not really worth catching. Even though it is kind of rare. 1,698 research XP is a lot more than I thought we were going to get, and 3,308 dream shards is going to be very helpful. We're definitely going to need that. But let's check and see. We've got 2. 14 and relaxed, I don't think is great. All soybeans, which is not terrible. Helping speed is a good thing. Helping speed S, where you are. There it is. Inventory up L, it's okay. Skill level up S is also okay. Sleep XP bonus, not so much. Skill trigger M, yeah, this one's all right. This one is okay. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah, the helping speed. Oh, I forgot to do the nature. Wow. I am out of it today, I guess. Well, before I go down to the nature, let's let this calculation finish so I don't accidentally break the website, which I'm prone to do sometimes. Ooh, relaxed is actually not bad. Energy recovery up. XP gains down kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing in the world. Energy recovery up will help on a team that has a healer. So that's not bad. But still ultimately not great. It was 70 before. Ooh, was it 70 before? Maybe not. I may be mistaken. 56 total PR. Yeah, it's about what I expected. I'm not going to put it in the box just yet. Not going to say if I want to give it to the professor yet, because this is definitely better than the last one we got, which I think was like a PR 14. So yeah, this one is definitely better in terms of just the rating. But I do also feel better about it with it having helping speed. So there's that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one and see what we get. Level 14 as well, and docile. Ooh, docile is not ringing any bells. I don't remember what that does. Let's go ahead and clear the skills, and ooh, actually soybean and corn, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be on the team for the corn, but the extra corn will be nice, because we will be collecting from it to try to get that main skill. Skill trigger M, that's okay. I don't want the skill that badly. Helping speed S is also good. Research XP bonus is okay. Inventory up S is not necessary. Inventory up M is redundant and also not necessary. But a docile nature is neutral. That's why I didn't remember what it was, because it's nothing. But this might be, you know what, with the skill trigger, this might be the one that we want to keep. Skill trigger, helping speed. Out of the 2 that we got today, this one might be just slightly better in terms of how it will work with the team cohesion. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the other one would be better, because if the skill triggers on itself, then it gets more than 14 energy. So I don't know. Both of these are okay. I feel like they're about the same, and they just kind of, their pros and cons outweigh each other to where they're kind of about the same in my estimation. I'm happy with both of them, especially over the other one that we caught the other day. And this one, especially that it has corn at level 30. Like I said, it's not going to be put on the team to gather corn, but the extra corn it brings in will be nice. Yeah, I think this is the one I personally like more than the other one, but the other one isn't bad either. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the box for now, so I don't have to worry about it later, and I'll add the other one to the box later on if I decide I do want to keep it, which I might. Like I said, they both can be useful in different scenarios, so I might keep that one as well. But one thing is for sure, definitely going to keep hunting another one, because I do want one with berry finding. If we can get a berry finding one that has a really good set of sub skills, that will help immensely when it comes to the Entei research. But let's go ahead and move on. We do have some new news. Ooh, the Entei Research Bundle. So we went through the Good Sleep Day bundle yesterday. Today we get to go through the Entei Research Bundle. The Biscuits and Entei Main available in Entei Research Bundles Volume 1 and Entei Last Chance Bundles Volume 1. There are 2 bundles, one for week 1, one for week 2, so that makes sense. To accompany the Entei Research event, Entei Research Bundles Volume 1, small, medium, and large, will be available beginning May 19th, so 3 days before the event actually starts at 11 p.m. Entei Research Bundles include items that are good for befriending and raising Entei, such as a good camp ticket, which is very beneficial to use for the research. We used one for Raikou research, got to, I think, like Master 15. So good camp tickets do help quite substantially. Samples of Entei main and Entei candies. Samples of Entei main, which are included in each bundle, can be traded at the event exchange for the incense and biscuits, same as we had with Raikou. Bundle M includes a good camp ticket. If you use a good camp ticket, an additional Pokemon will appear during your sleep research, so you'll be able to get more samples of Entei main than usual from sleep research during this event. You also get one additional, a guaranteed hungry per day, as well as the other benefits of the good camp tickets. So it's very good for the research event. Also for the second week of the event, the Entei Last Chance bundles, small, medium, and large, will be available beginning May 26th at 11 p.m. So let's see what's in these bundles. Let's see. So for the small, it's 250 diamonds with 4 biscuits, 1 friend incense, and 30 Entei mains. And you can buy up to 3. That's not bad. With the 30 Entei mains, you can buy, I forget what the exchange rate was for the Raikou biscuits, but you could probably get a decent way towards getting an Entei biscuit. The friend incense, also good because it does give you more Raikou mains when they show up. So that's not a bad bundle. For 250 diamonds, it's not bad at all. That's definitely one I would consider buying. For 1,200 diamonds for the medium bundle, you get 6 great biscuits, 1 good camp ticket, 30 Entei candy, and 120 Entei main. That's a pretty solid bundle. The good camp ticket alone is worth 500 diamonds. The 6 great biscuits are, I think it's 1,200 diamonds just for the 6 great biscuits. So essentially you're paying for the great biscuits and getting the other stuff for free. Also, not a bad bundle if you've got the diamonds to spend. Not bad. It's a good one, especially for the biscuits and the good camp ticket. That good camp ticket is such a great boon to the game that's not bad. I definitely can say if you've got the diamonds, go for it if you are so inclined. For the large bundle though, the 3,000 diamonds, it's 15 great biscuits, which is actually I think 3,000 diamonds. No, it's not. Yeah, I think it's 3,000 because it's 600 for 3 biscuits, right? Maybe it's cheaper. I don't know. Somebody in the comments can do the math better than me. It's still not bad. You get a decent amount of great biscuits for 3,000 diamonds. It's not bad. 4 friend incense, 3 medium dream clusters, which those are worth like 12,000 or something dream shards. At my level, they're worth 11,000, but they get more valuable as you level up. And then 60 Entei candies and 240 Entei mains, which will buy you a decent amount of stuff from the shop. Yeah, that's not a bad bundle either. If you've got the diamonds or you're wanting to buy some diamonds for it, not a bad bundle. None of these are really bad. Are any of them must buy? Maybe one of the small bundles for the biscuits as a free player. If you're a premium player, then, do what you want with your diamonds. But for a free player, I don't think any of them are must buy, but if you can spare the diamonds for a small bundle, at least it's pretty good. If you have somehow built up 1,200 diamonds as a free player, this one's not bad. Like I said, you basically buy 6 great biscuits and you get a good camp ticket for free plus the other stuff. So the medium bundle is not bad if you have all those diamonds, but that's really up to you. I mean, either way, none of the bundles are bad so far. The last chance bundles are usually a little bit better. The small bundle for 250 diamond is 5 biscuits and 50 Entei mains, so you don't get friend incense, but you do get another biscuit and 20 extra mains. Honestly, 20 extra mains is probably more than what you're going to get from most Pokemon spawns in your sleep research. So if you're just looking at it in terms of value from the mains, the friend incense probably only going to give you like another 7 or 8 mains, maybe 10. So getting an extra 20 instead of the friend incense is not bad if that's all you want the friend incense for. But you also get an extra biscuit. So again, not a bad bundle. The medium bundle, 600 diamonds, 4 Poke Biscuits, and 120 mains. Ugh, that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. My immediate reaction to that is ugh, as you just saw. So not a fan of this one. 4 biscuits for 600 diamonds and 120 mains. I feel like most of us are going to end up buying everything we want with just the mains we get naturally. So unless you just need the mains to buy something from the shop that you absolutely need, I don't think this bundle is worth it. The last chance medium bundle, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that, especially if you're just going for biscuits. Actually, hold on. Yeah, let's compare it to the small bundles. You can get 3 small bundles for 750 diamonds and get 150 mains and 15 biscuits. So for 150 diamonds more, you get more than triple the biscuits plus an extra 30 mains. So if you need mains, don't buy the 600 diamond bundle, the medium bundle, unless you have already bought all 3 of the small bundles. There's no point in it. Yeah, no, I can't recommend the medium bundle for the last chance. The last chance bundle medium is not good, in my opinion. That is just like you are desperate for mains to buy something, in which case you probably should have spent your mains more effectively throughout the event. If you are getting to the point where you're desperate for 120 mains for the 600 diamond bundle, you have miscalculated or misappropriated your mains throughout the event. You should have plenty to buy all of the top tier items and have some left over. So yeah, I said it already. I can't recommend that bundle. That's a bad one. That's a bad bundle. The Entei Last Chance Bundle Large is going to be 1,500 diamonds again and 12 Great Biscuits, which is not bad. I think that's 2,400 diamonds typically. So that's a huge discount on the Great Biscuits and 180 Entei mains. I would like to see more mains, maybe around 240, 250 mains for that amount of diamonds, but it is a huge discount on Great Biscuits. I really would only look at this bundle if you just want a bunch of Great Biscuits and you have the diamonds. The mains are not going to be a big help, so I wouldn't worry about it. They're just kind of a nice bonus on top of the super discount you're getting on Great Biscuits. So again, your diamonds, but couldn't recommend that one unless you just want a really good deal on Great Biscuits and you have the diamonds and you're not worried about it. Outside of that, I wouldn't worry about it. But it's not a bad bundle by any means. Definitely not like the medium bundle where, ugh, that was just awful. But those bundles don't look too bad, especially the original, the first run of the bundles and then the small last chance bundle. They're all not bad at all. So let's go ahead and move on. We did get a medal for dark type Pokemon studied, 30. Nice. For 10 diamonds. Speaking of diamonds, which we're going to need desperately for when the Entei Research rolls around. I have yet to check to see if I have a good camp ticket set aside for it, so we might be in trouble. But we did get 45 community reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that doubled up. Not too many that doubled up today, but that's how RNG goes. We did get a level up. There we go. There's 1 for a link cable to get one of those back that we turned into candy yesterday. And then we can go ahead and get our breakfast done and out of the way. There's a skill trigger. Gardevoir did very poorly yesterday. Only the 1 skill trigger. So not too good for Gardevoir and my team, but Marowak again triggered 3 times. Marowak, I think, had 90 energy when I went to bed last night, and everybody else was at like 20, 25, somewhere around there. So Yeah, Marowak is definitely putting in work this week. Marowak is trying to earn some more candies. There we go. Finally, Victory Bell's triggering. That's really what we need to keep these this potato production very high. It feels like without the skill triggers on Victory Bell, its production just tanks. But all right, we do need to clear up some bag space to get ready for the Entei event. Unfortunately, we only have 2 extra ingredients we can throw in there, but we will throw in the apples. We should get a decent amount, hopefully 32,000. I know for sure we'll break 30, but I forget exactly where we are. Close to 32. 31,876. It's gonna take 2 more cooks to get this to level 51. The numbers from one level to the next have skyrocketed now. All right, that should put us close to Master 2. Yeah, about 4/5 of the way to Master 2, so we're actually doing pretty well. You got a bunch of potatoes for me? No, just a Duranberry? All right, sweet. Yeah, so we're not in a bad place. I am thinking about switching up the team just to start getting ready for the Entei event. We did get to Master 1, though, which gives us 25 Vulpix candy, which is very nice. And we went to bed on time, which gives us 5,000 Dream Shards, which we need for what I am about to get into. Because I'm really considering kind of letting the rest of this week play out just however it goes and not really worry about maximizing strength. We are at a level almost. I think I want to wait until we get to 8 spawns on the board, but I don't think we're too far off of that. So may not need to wait too long. But if we can get to a point where we have 8 spawns, which I don't know off the top of my head how much drowsy power we need for that. I don't think we're far off. But once we get to that point, I'm thinking about doing something wild and crazy based on what we talked about yesterday. And I've already got a team, sort of, yeah, an Entei prep team set up for getting ingredients together. I've already done the math to figure out how many ingredients I need to be prepared and make the Inferno Keema curry every meal for the first week of the Entei Research. And essentially we need 133 fiery herbs, 130 sausage, 45 ginger, and 31 corn. If we have that stocked up before the week starts, then as long as the team brings in their average ingredients, they will bring in enough for us to make it every meal. That was the difference with what I needed for every meal for the week and what they were expected to bring in every day. So that's not bad. We can make that work, especially if we don't really worry about cooking too much. If we get this team ready, which, speaking of getting this team ready, part of it is going to be that we need to get this buddy of ours leveled up to at least 30, which means we've got 2 candy now. If we want 50, we need to change. Let's see, we need at least 10. What is it? 48, so we need 16? Have I done my math correctly? Yes. We need 16 that we can go ahead and put. Can't add any more candies. I didn't realize I hit 50 already, but it is expensive, but it's worth it. Because this mini candy boost is going to be what saves us in the long run, honestly. Because otherwise, I don't think this plan would work. But with the mini candy boost, now we have ingredient finder M unlocked. Once we get to level 30 and get the herbs unlocked and evolve it into a Dragonair, it should bring in something like 50 herbs a day, I think is what it said at level 30. So that should be pretty easy to stock up 133 pretty quickly, especially if we make sure to pick a recipe next week and just kind of chill out and do just some basic recipes. If we get salads, maybe a couple of the lower recipes that we haven't made before. So I think we can I think we can get set up really well to possibly hit Master 17 or 18 for the first week of the Entei event, but kind of just gonna have to see how it goes. Currently, this is the team we need to work on leveling up. The Pupitar is the only Pokemon on this team that will not be on the team for Entei week, but it will give me some ginger to stock up before we get there. We only need 45. It brings in 25 or 30 a day, something like that. So a couple days on the team, we'll have all the ginger we need and we don't have to worry about it. And then having the corn, of course, that's not going to be hard with Beware and the other Dragonair on the team. And then Flareon is just there because we need to level it up. And yeah, other than that, this team is probably what I'm going to switch to once we get 8 spawns for Taupe Hollow. So hopefully later today, I forget the exact number, or I don't know if I ever knew the exact number of Drowsy Power we need for 8 spawns. I'm going to look that up. And then if we hit that number before today, or before the end of the day, I'll swap them out, and then that's the team you'll see in the morning. If not, we'll keep the team we have, and we'll see how things go. But with the way everything is now, let's see if we can get one more skill trigger. See if we can start off right today, Gardevoir. No, just the one. Hey, 1 is a good start to the day. Hopefully that means we get at least 1 more. But not really blaming Gardevoir for that one. That's just bad RNG. It happens sometimes. Yesterday was just a bad RNG day for Gardevoir, so not as much energy as I would like, but that is all I have got for today. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think about the bundles in the comments below, and until next time, later, dudes.